Hi guys, I am ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Corsair Cove. We are chugging along nicely over here. We have just recently filled up all the requirements to allow us to get some crow's eyes. Now, we haven't brought the ship back to really swap out the swabbies because we've got some pretty cool armor sea legs and what else? That's actually all we have, is we've got some multiple iterations of armor sea legs available that we will be losing once we bring it in. But I think maybe it is worth our while. This will drop it a little bit, but I think it will be worth our while because of the other benefits. So let's have a quick look at where our ships are at the moment. And I can immediately see we've got an issue here.
Through biting heat and thick jungle, we follow the tracks
get away
of
from that. Yeah, we were
crew.
trying to just do this last thing. We're not quite in the best spot. I think we're a little short on a few things here. So this may be a little bit challenging for us. So I guess we'll go hidden trail. That can get us. Oh no, it can't get us anywhere close. If we do forged path, I think that is what we're after. That should get us through there. So let's do that and not waste any time.
The trail leads us to the ruined temple, but the inner gates are closed. There must be a way to open them.
Why did we lose all... Oh, hang on. Deal damage due to player supply. So we have to do support actions now. I'm still not always clear on how these things still surprise me. It's just I don't know if it's not properly stated or the logic of it. Just not the logic, how it works, right? So when it says deal 15 to 20 damage, it's not clear to me the dice result. What that then actually means. Oh, here we go. By gun damage and the dice result. So what? So is it... So if they do a 3, it'll be 14 times 3? It can't be because it's only up to 20. See, this stuff, it just doesn't make any sense. There's not enough... there's just not enough detail in here to really understand what is happening so that I can understand how to counter it properly, right? That seems to be the issue. Now, they're going to try and damage the boat. I guess I'm going to go with this one to really stock up on the supply. So that is pretty bad on our... on us there. So now reduce the enemy's help to 0. So we need to really be... They are trying to get some additional die. We need to try and really push the damage here. Because they're not doing the damage at the moment, I guess we're going to go boarding axes, right? Let's do that and see how that goes. Okay, so that was a good result for us. We lost not anything at all, really. So we need to do another 37 damage, which we can't do. Oh, here we go. They will take 2 times damage. So if we can do a prevent damage action, we can get pretty close to that. So let's prevent damage while at the same time dealing double damage. So that one would get us all the way there, whereas this one is going to be short. But this one will see our ship take a lot more damage. So let's do this. Yeah, still a big damage pile there for us. Now we just need 13 more damage to win. They are dealing damage. We want to prevent damage. So we're not actually going to get it there, right? We're not actually going to get it there. I mean, we don't need any more than that. We just need 13. So effectively, it's this one that we would be after, right? So I'm going to... This one will get us there. But we need to also be preventing damage, I think. So let's go with this one. Now we've got 1 more damage left there. They are preventing damage, so we need to go guns blazing with some good damage numbers now. We need more than 16. So this isn't going to work. This one can work. We'll do this one. So that's to gain a little bit of loot along the way. So we'll go with that.
One of us steps on a moving floor tile.
Okay, so now
Walls of the
we need to
temple
move
shift
away from the
and
thread as
move.
quickly as possible. I
We've
guess
triggered a trap.
We can go this one straight and we do the wall breach and we move. Right, that gets us our distance. We could also get it from shifting walls, but they will be preventing about 600 meters. So there is a situation here where we're not going to do it. We're just going to do the full-on wall breach. We'll get the extra coin here as well. Let's just do that.
The trap averted, we find a large carving on the wall.
Okay.
It shows a golden figure.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So we've done that. Now what is this? We are not in a great spot. We need to come back and do the ambushed by the... Ooh. No. This is this one. We can't embark on that one. Where is the... Is this the one? I think that might be the one. But I'm kind of contemplating getting out of here for the time being due to the hunters being around there. So I guess how much sea legs and stuff do we have here? Not too much. So let us instead return...
Set course for home.
Return to pier. Get out of there. Similarly
for a
with this
fight.
guy, I'm thinking let's return to pier here. We'll lose
Let's
our
burn
sea
down
legs,
Skull
but
Rock.
let's return both of our ships to pier so that
We
can...
find new tracks outside the temple.
That's fine. We'll go back for that in the future. Now, the next piece of the puzzle is we want to upgrade, right? So if we go here, so can we actually hang on before we do that? If we want to upgrade this ship, right? Ship is at sea, I understand. Okay, we want to have a bit of a look at what we can do to get it upgraded. So, before we do that, can we... I guess we're only just here. How much do we need on this side? There's still a lot more that we need there. How much do we need here? We need the same 4 on that side as well. So I guess upgrading to this ship here is probably about the best we can do. And what we'll do is we'll have to build an outfitter on this part here somewhere. So we'll get an outfitter going somewhere over here, and we'll get some outfits from the slops coming through. Right. Oh, and we need the soup as well at the galley, which we can also do at the same time, I guess. This guy is producing, right? I think we're reasonably okay here. What is this? Oh, we just randomly get 10 coin every time we get some drifters. That's okay. We're after... Let's get in here. We're after the outfitter, really. I'm kind of wondering where would a good spot for the outfitter be. Ultimately, I don't think we need this thing. Alright? So potentially what we can do is we can slowly start getting fish up there. Doesn't feel right to me. Weird. Okay. What I'm kind of wondering is, do we get rid of this thing? Alright? Because it's quite clear that we only need the one. There's no real benefit to having multiples. So let's go ahead and... What is this saying? Assign this building to a different pirate camp. This will transfer assigned pirates... Oh. Can we do that to any building? Can we say here, for instance? Assign this building to a different pirate camp. Oh, in the range. Okay, fine. So that's obviously something that we're going to be off altogether on. I guess disbanding it is what I'm after here. So let's disband this one. Wow, quickly done. And now what I'm thinking is the outfitter can go over here, and we can also kind of expand our area a little bit. So if we were to... Yeah, we're just going to leave that one there. We still have plenty of housing. So let's just get the outfitter going as per the original plan. The idea is outfitter... out here somewhere, right? Yeah, I think that's okay. Get that outfitter in place so we can start the construction process. At the same time, I wouldn't mind kind of linking across here. Okay, well, let's... what is that? Oh, that's where it's kind of tying in. So let's just try and get the path built first, right? Oh, interesting. Let's get it built, then we'll set up the other items. What's this missing? It still needs a bit of stone. Our vessels are on their way in, right? So we can clearly have a bit of a look at that. They should get here shortly. That will be the end of that. Now, with the outfitter ready, right, built, can we just have a look at how we're going to connect it? I do want to have a bit of... okay, so that's a building-specific connection up at the top here. The water also has a connection, which I don't necessarily... is not necessarily necessary. Or not strictly speaking necessary. So what I'd rather maybe do is, instead of connecting to the building, we'll try and... oh, that doesn't actually want to... go through. Can we do it over here? Will that go all the way around? Yeah, that will go all the way around. Here's our ship, by the way. Just FYI, there's our ship. Can we go down there? Yeah, I think we'll go down there instead. To try and better kind of get some of these connections going. So we'll do something like that. So that should get the outfitter in place. Now, do we still have room in some of these? Not really. Some of these things are really dropping, so we need to be a little bit cautious about it. So what is this guy actually doing? Stone is doing production runs at full speed until the deposit is depleted, then at 50% productivity. So I guess is it depleted? Do we know if it's depleted? Storage is full. Is this depleted? It seems the storage is full. We're not active. What? We are... yeah, storage there is full. So here we've got the stone masons getting its stuff from... yeah, I guess we need that, right? Where are you getting your... yeah, so it's getting its stuff from... oh, directly. It's getting it directly, is it?
Let the good time.
Okay. Yeah, it is getting it directly at the moment. So is that, properly producing? So are we... oh, yeah, here we go. We can see that we're actually draining a little bit more. But this is a construction resource, so potentially it's not that critical for us to make that work. Now, let's pop in here. This ship has arrived. This is the journey's loot. This is the cohesion that we came in. We've got the repair costs done, so that's all good. We need to manage and add the crew, but initially we want to do the upgrade first. So the upgrade is going to go to the Wolfhound, is what we're going for, as opposed to the Gold Seeker. The Wolfhound is better in a lot of different things, right? So I guess we're going to do the upgrade to the Wolfhound, but maybe before we do that, we'll just get our slops ready to go, because these... okay, actually, let's just do the upgrade. We can get the upgrade done. We're going to go with the Wolfhound, please. So let's upgrade the ship. Let's upgrade the ship, please. The crew leaves the old ship behind without protest. Everyone knows a better one awaits. Okay, that's fine. So I guess the crew, yeah, the crew goes back into this, yeah? Okay, fine. So that's the Wolfhound. Is under construction at the moment. We should be able to get that built up and ready. What I'm asking for at the moment, we should have slops ready to go over here. So I guess what I'm looking for is some place we can actually bring the slops into. And I guess what I'm going to look for here is we're going to drop this number a little bit. And what we will say is, instead of getting your stuff there, please get your stuff from up here instead, right? So now it will get its stuff there. This will continue to be providing to different things, okay? And then once we've got a little bit of room here, can we... well, I guess we could just bring something in. We can add a... well, we don't have room here. We could maybe add an extra thing in here. I guess here we could also maybe start to drop some of these a little bit, right? So 2,000. Yeah, something like that is probably useful. And then what we could do is we could actually bring We can actually bring in slops directly over here. Oh, we've got multiple. Oh, we can only have 5 fetchers. So because it's getting this stuff from everywhere, I guess we will go back to what we were talking about, like so, because we can't have more than 5 fetchers. So I guess that's the limitation here. This one would work. Actually, you know what we can do, right? Because we will also drop maybe some of this, just a little bit. And we can also drop some of that. So slowly over time, we'll get a few things resolved. Yeah, that'll be about 400. That'll be fine. So we'll have a little bit of extra room here for the slops. So let's do that. We'll get the slops from over there. And then this guy will get its slops from over here once available, so that then we can actually do the cruise of the thing, of this new ship, right? That's the plan. Okay, our new ship is built. This is a level 3 prowler called a Wolfhound, is the class of the ship, or the name of the ship actually. We should be renaming it. So if we manage crew, we won't. Let's get our captain in first. I was kind of happy with the speed and maneuverability boost that we were getting from Charlie over here. And I guess Charlie has done various missions. So if we go to the deeds, we can see, we should probably see Charlie. We need how many things with Charlie? Employ 25 picaroons. That's something that we're going to do fairly quickly, I think. Plunder 10 treasure caves, 25 warehouses. Complete 5 events with conjure. And then we've got hidden stuff here. Build 3 area lifts. So I guess, complete 10 events with a raven. Raven and conjure. And then let's go to the others. Let's see where do we need to do events here. 50 events with honorata. Ambush 5 merchant ships. Scavenge 15 remains of sunken ships. Have a fleet of 4. Here we go. 10 events with Charlie. So we're going to continue to do Charlie so we can get the extra items here. Alternatively, we can have a total output of 50 eye patches. Pillage 5 crown ports. 5 events with Teach potentially. Gets us there a little bit quicker, right? I have a total output of 75 rum. Interesting. Yeah. I guess the thinking is, right, if we do Teach, we can get this, because we do need a destroyer. We need slightly better vessels like this. So let's have a look. So if we grab here, Teach gives us some additional gun damage that could be quite useful. And then Conjure and Scarlet and Honorata. Legends Luck. I'm going to go with Teach. We're going to do Teach. We're going to assign Teach as our captain here, so that we can slowly get that perk sorted out. And then I guess we can manage the crew. We can... what is our total crew? 60. So we can do 30-30. So let's get our 30 picaroos on board. And then we need these ones as well. Oh, we need the turtle soup. So let's just do that for now. So we'll get our 30 there. This one needs the turtle soup to come in. I guess we can collect it directly from the adjacent area. I'm thinking. Can we do turtle soup from over there? Too much. So let's decouple that for the time being. I'm kind of wondering whether at some point we need to start moving some of these things to other places. But for the time being, we just need another warehouse. So let's grab another warehouse. We could do it over there. Hang on. Do we have room? We have room in this warehouse. So this one still has some stuff here. And that one. And this one. Let's forget about the slops there. Sorry, let's forget about the slops. We have slops coming in, I'm guessing, right? Well, let's just keep the slops. Keep the slops coming in there. It's a little bit closer. This one, on the other hand, we can quite comfortably add the turtle soup in here, right? Turtle soup. Let's add the turtle soup, please. And what we'll do is we will just trim this down to, like, say something like that. And then what we might do, instead of bringing turtle soup in from all the way over there, we will bring it in from over here. So let us decouple that, and we'll get our turtle soup to actually come in from over here, which will be a bit of a shorter journey. And again, what we'll do is we'll drop that down to, say, 3 of them. So we'll have a little bit of room so we can maneuver. And this one will get some turtle soup coming in also. So that will help. And then once this is available, we can then get turtle soup assigned from up here, which will be fairly good, I think. And then this guy is trying to get its slops to come in. It is not arrived just yet, but once it's arrived, we can then start looking at adding the extra crew members here. So let's get that going. Here comes... Oh, the other ship is still on the inbound. Still haven't seen it arrive. We'll get this sorted out fairly quickly. Now, the one thing that I did wonder about is whether we should actually be... Oh, what's this? We've got a deed sorted out. Oh, 25 picaroons.
Good to see our priorities
We will
align.
claim it. The next one is 75 picaroons. Do we get anything for employing the crow's eyes? Employ... Because we have crow's eyes employed already, 5 of them. I'm sure we have that somewhere, right? Complete 5 events with each output of eye patches. The output of eye patches. Do we employ 50 buccaneers? That's something that we could do. Employ 50 crow's eyes. Okay, so that is yeah, still a little bit off to be able to get to that. It's not a 25 or something that we're gonna sort out straight away. Okay. Oh, hang on. We can then get something on the compass side of things. Ooh, I almost picked that up, which we don't necessarily need, right? And this is another fancy banner that we can add. But what else do we have? So better guano, the stew surge. So with the Buccaneer Grill will be improved. We do have the well, which I don't know if I've built one yet. We've got the lone shark. We've got improved leather production, improved salt production, and faster ropeways is what we do have here available to us. I'm thinking the Buccaneer Grill, because we are using the Buccaneer Grill and our stew is currently a little bit short. So I'm going to go with that one.
We can never have enough.
So there we go. So that should, I'm hoping, improve this situation a little bit. I think production did go up, but maybe not all that much. So the one thing that I am worried about is actually all of this stuff. We maybe have to do a little bit of a rejig in this area. Let's have a look here. We are starting to see some slops make their way in. Yeah, so that is slowly starting to happen. Now, the one thing I'm kind of contemplating, is do we build a mast kind of right on the top of this thing? Let's have a look. If we do a mast somewhere like this, my thinking is we could do some zip lines, right? So if we do something like that, right, we'll do a mast there, place it. Why is it? Okay, we'll get a mast there. And then what the plan is, we'll zip line this guy down to... Can we zip line it down here somewhere? Would love to get a spot where we can zip line it into. I mean, we could just do it straight over there and it just runs straight through. Let's do that. We'll zip line from there. And then we will also zip line like this, right? So at least that starts to get way more efficient. Okay, we'll do that. So we've got a couple of zip lines in there. What's the cost of that? Only 10, so that's not too bad. Now, I was wondering, we need to get rid of these homes over time as well. So It is something we can do another stack of them, I think. Oh, I wanted to check water, water in here, right? Yeah, we are actually storing up the water there. Okay, so that should get us our slops done here a little bit quicker. So from here on out, we should be able to manage the crew by adding this, right? What? You don't have enough drifters? Ooh, okay. Let's park it there for the time being. We are awaiting the other ship's arrival, right? It's still a bit out, right? What's happening?
Burning for action.
You need to go back to
Let's
pier.
go back then.
Why didn't you? Okay, that's interesting. Didn't actually take that. Several members of our community have fallen ill from a mysterious disease. Rumors have been circulated that a curse has been laid upon us. Burn herbs in front of houses. Burn a pile of tobacco. That's going to be very costly. Improve immunity. Build a pineapple grove. Add pineapple medicine. Okay, we don't have that. Bar, this is superstition and we lose 25. I'm going to go with this one. We can afford a little bit of a loss there. We've got a big, and that's exactly why it's there, a bit of a stockpile. So once those crew comes in, I think we're going to get some more drifters, but we need more drifters. So drifters is starting to become a problem with our vessels here. So we do need to keep a little bit of an eye on that. And I guess what we need to do is be a little bit more efficient with our production here. So if we have a look at our stew production, it's only 12 short at the moment, so that's not too bad. So I'm guessing, all right, the stew production uses pigs, right? And how many pigs does it use? 2 into 35, right? So how much does this produce? This produces 4. So at the very least, we've got 2 of them, right? Oh, yeah. Well, we've got 2 of the Buccaneer Grills, right? So we've got 2 of them already. And then in addition to that, we've got these campfires here that is also using people. How many people in this one? So I guess we're going to use more people, but I guess ultimately we can get rid of a bunch of these things if we slowly move that through, right? So we still have these 2 operating, whereas, and they're producing 19 versus this. So effectively, the 2 of those can be probably about... Yeah, the 2 of those will be replaced by this one, which I guess we'll need 2 of them to do 2 pig farms, and then we'll have all of this food over here, really. I guess that is the thing, right? We'll need another pig farm. So let's build that. Let's get ready for the extra pig farm, even though we don't necessarily have the people we need. So pig farm. Can we... Oh, we can squeeze one in, like right over here. I just want to make sure we've got it as close as possible. It was kind of overhanging here, right? If we do something like this, we allow a little bit of overhanging. So I guess we'll do that, or alternatively, we pop it in here, and we'll put the Buccaneer Grills on the edge here. Buccaneer Grills at the top could potentially also work. Right, if we do a pig farm here and 2 Buccaneer Grills in here, to then, but we'd rather have it here so it's nice and close by, right? So let's do it here, almost. We'll do it there, right? And then we need the Buccaneer Grills, right? So we need a couple of... Or what's the alternative? A stew kitchen. Gives us a 55 output. Actually, so maybe... Hang on. Cancel this. Let's cancel that. At the same time, we may as well get rid of these things that we built there. Let's quickly have a look. So if we were to... go with the stew kitchen... Right, it needs water and it needs fish. Fish can be found where exactly? Do we have fish? I think we had... Oh, yeah. We've got fish right over here. What we don't have nearby, I think, is water. Water is over here, though, right? So we can. My goodness. Okay, there goes the fish, right? So if we do the fish right there, right? So we'll do that fish thing there. And then instead of doing that, because this is our food spot, right? So instead of doing that, we'll do this one. So how much does this one produce? 16. So we can do 2 of these guys, which will be a nice big cluster of these things. Right? If we do that, yeah, it's a little bit awkward, but we'll build these things, and that will give us a lot. Now the only thing that we've got missing here is water. So question mark would be, how much water are we actively producing from this side? This is 12, and what is our water consumption like? Our water consumption is nothing. That cannot possibly be true. I guess for the time being, then, what we can do is we can bring in some water over here, right? To this one. Yeah. So let us do control the resources. We'll drop 3 of them down to 6,000, right? And we'll bring in water instead, right? So just go do a bit of a turn. We'll bring in water directly from over there, right? So water can start to come in to here, so that then we can produce the fish thing. Yeah. Okay, so with that in mind, don't collect water there. Collect water directly from over here, and then this guy can collect. Oh, you can only do 3. Well, the idea is this should replace both of these. So the thinking is we'll get rid of that one, and we'll also get rid of this one. We'll rebuild this little pathway, so at least there's a continuous connection through there. And then with those disconnected, we can pick up on... Come on. We can pick up stew from directly over there, right? Let's have a look. So as soon as this thing starts operating, this thing doesn't need anything. It's producing its fish straight away. So the fish is coming in. We're just waiting on the water. And I guess, can you get? Let's just make sure you can get from the water to there. It is a long way. Can we? Let's add an extra zip line if possible. So we can add an extra zip line in there. Yeah, that's good. So we'll do that. We'll get those zip lines in. And then at the same time, I want to try and connect up. Don't really want to look the part. So if we do this. Okay, so hopefully that gets us some options to get the water here a little bit quicker, right? Doesn't really look to be...
A voyage worthy of a song.
What it's doing. Okay, the other ship has come in, and that gives us...
Ready.
Oh, we have to remove crew. Well, we are going to remove the swabbies, right? Okay, so stuff has come in. We did 7 events. We don't have any damage to repair because we've already done it. We're bringing in some stuff as loot. Okay, so that's here now. The management of the crew. I'm going to fire... these guys as a starting point. We'll do that, so they're back in play. That means we could, you know, at least manage this crew. 30 of them. Interesting. We up that to the full 30 or 60 like that. Is that a good ship? Is the question. Okay, that's quite a bit there that we've improved due to both the picaroons and the cruise eye. So that boarding damage is looking pretty good. These things are quite a bit of improvement, but still not quite, you know, there. But that ship, oh, the supplies is so low. That's the big challenge with this one. So at the moment, if we do this, we'll have no crew. Well,
No scars, no glory.
we need 20 more. So we're not that far off, but we'll need to be a little bit of an optimization activity to get us to this, really. Are we seeing this producing? We are. Insufficient input resources. So I guess the water isn't getting here quick enough. So ideally we would want to expand our water productivity a little bit. Where is who's complaining? Okay, hang on. What? Okay. Yeah, fair enough. So are we're just very far removed from what we actually need here. What is that? Oh, nothing is actually going there at the moment. This is producing. No, where is the production? Got the turtles here. Where are we? Hang on. This stuff is coming from where exactly? It's going out to there. That's the warehouse, right? But who's actually supplying it? Come on. So turtles is then going... What? You're going to be kidding me, right? What's happening here? That's fine. No. Hang on. Where is this building? Hang on. I'm missing a building. That's the tabby. This is the pirates thingy. It has to be on this side then, right? Turtles goes to here. So I've got this. Turtles go then from there to where? We are doing turtle soup somewhere, right? Here. Here we go. So what are we saying? Insufficient input resources, and it's not the water. So basically we're not getting here quick enough is the thing. Where is its water coming from? Water's coming from over here. So water is actually being managed quite well. But we're not getting this done properly, right? So the base production is 15. And what is our current requirement? Let's just have a quick look at what our current requirement is for this. Is 35? Okay, so straight away, we are going to need at least another one of these guys, right? And I'm kind of wondering, do we instead bring in... Let's bring in the turtles over here, right? We'll see about that. That should be fine right now. And then instead of grabbing it all the way over there, what we do is we will just grab it directly from here. And what we will need to do is probably provide just another one of them. So we're after yet another turtle soup building, which over here should be okay, right? I guess that will be okay. Let's start building that so we can enhance our turtle soup thing. Where's my Yeah, here it comes. Okay, so what I'll do, in order to kind of get this to work a little bit better, I'll do a bit of a zip line down from, say, here to there, so that at least the return journey is really quick, right? So hopefully that will expand this productivity, and we can start to see things being moved. And then at the same time, I'm kind of wondering, these guys is taking maybe a little bit of time to get there. And so it's here where we might be considering something like an airlift at the 300 gold piece. That's not quite workable. If we were to do it here instead, is it that close but not quite no cigar? Okay, let's do that. It's a bit of a pricey one, but it will hopefully significantly improve journey times between some of these things. Okay, so we're starting to see this go up. We do then need to start seeing that go up, and I guess we're in a no troubles at the moment. Things are a little bit tight, but it's but we do need to have a bit of a look at that. Okay, so I guess that's been actually quite a bit challenging to try and get all of these things balanced out now. We'll have to continue to have a look, but we need more drifters straight away. So we need to go on, take Teach on a mission and go and grab some drifters at the moment. Ooh, look at that boarding power over there. So we're pretty good with the Wolfhound. We need to move the Wolfhound out, get some drifters, and so we can get the Rogue up and running as well. Oh, that's a Prowler. What is this one?
About blood. Ready.
That's a
Let's
Rogue.
get to it.
That's a Reaver. Sorry, a Prowler and a Reaver. So we've got both of those. But yeah, we need to increase that a little bit. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. We will continue to kind of resolve this situation and get our additional drifters going. I think our production of stew should now look good. Yeah, there we go. Got a very good and healthy stew production underway now. But yeah, our water production might now be in a spot of bother. At the moment, still looks okay, but I guess it's not properly passing through at the moment because there's a lot of stuff actually using water. Okay, I'll see you in the next episode. We will, yeah, let's try and resolve more of this stuff. Okay, if you've enjoyed it, hit that like button. Bye-bye.